Genesis. So we're going to be recording this, so this is going to be kind of a live Q&A that will also be available on our website. And we will also give you all the opportunity to ask questions as well. So again, I'm Gabrielle Yangian with Black Girl Magic Phoenix. I'm creator of Black Girls Brunch. And go ahead and introduce yourself and who you are, where you're from, and just a little bit about who is the CEO.
Okay. So again, my name is Jenesis. I have lived in Phoenix for about 8 years now. My parents are in the military, so I was born in England and I was raised in Japan and I was all over the place. So actually moving to Arizona was my first time in America. So it's been cool being here.
But your mom's from here, right?
But my mom is from South Phoenix. So, so yeah.
Okay, so Phoenix is in your blood. Okay, so we want to know what sets you apart from other designers. I know you're young, you're a woman of color. What do you think sets you apart from other designers that are out right now?
Well, for one, I'm a self-taught designer, so I didn't go to fashion school. I went to ASU, and I got my degree in communication because my parents always said, like, it's better to be able to communicate with people than, you know, fashion. You can always teach fashion, but so I got my degree there, and I can use my degree for anything, no matter what. You know, I always have a backup plan. And then also, my brand has a purpose. I'm not just making jeans, just make jeans or dresses or tops. Like, it has a meaning behind it because every piece has a statement. So I think that's really important that, you know, we have Forever 21 and we have all of these stores where we can get, you know, dresses that we need, but I wanted to create a line that had a meaning and made women feel confident and beautiful.
Awesome. So what would you tell your younger self? Prior to having this lived experience, what would you say to your younger self about being a black girl growing up in this world?
I would tell my younger self that not every opportunity is the best opportunity for you. That took me a long time to kind of figure out because I wanted to intern here and I wanted to say yes to everybody. I never wanted to say no or like not think about like if that's best for me. I was just trying to take every opportunity that was coming my way, and I felt like I overwhelmed myself and I didn't get a chance to like enjoy being in college because I was, I'm going to New York because I'm doing Fashion Week, I have to do this, like I've never even been to an ASU football game, so it's just crazy, just like because I look back and like wow, I just worked. And that's not what life is always about. It's not always about working and working.
Okay, so talk us through Brave Wings, right? You are a co-founder of the Brave Wings fashion show, and you all are doing something that is very different, right? You are highlighting established designers, but you're also highlighting designers on the rise. So what is pushing you to do something different, to provide access to people who may not have that opportunity to just be a designer?
Yeah. Well, being in Arizona, I realized that there's not a lot of fashion here, and so I'm always traveling to New York or LA to do fashion shows, Atlanta to do fashion shows, and there's never like fashion shows here, and if it is, it's like, what, you know, like, and so, and for designers, to be in fashion shows, it's like $3,000. And you had to still provide your own models and provide hair and makeup for all your models. And it's like 20 models that you have, so it like is very expensive. So I wanted to create a fashion week basically here that was affordable, that designers on the rise like me, which like, because when I started I didn't have anything like this. So I started Brave Wings 5 years ago to give other designers the opportunity to showcase their stuff, but not at $3,000, and we provide hair and makeup.
Awesome, that's so cool. Okay, so talk us through your designs. So what, I don't like the inspiration word, but like what kind of evokes you, what mood are you in that like creates the designs that you have? I know they have these very powerful, bold statements.
Yeah.
So like, and what would you call your style of design?
It's very bold. It's very, very bold. So like when you wear my stuff, like I want women to walk in the room and people like, who is that? So that's like what I always like have my concept, but it's just a meaning, like a purpose.
Right. Awesome. So where do you kind of see yourself going? You've taken over the Phoenix fashion scene.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself going beyond kind of Phoenix?
Yeah, I mean, I want to empower women. Like, I feel like that's just like what I'm destined to do. So I want to do more. Like, I want women to go to college, and so I want to help have a scholarship fund. I want to help women get jobs. Like I've done like all kinds of things where I get hair and makeup artists together to get women ready to do interviews. So I think it's like my path in life is to help women, especially Black women, just to make sure that we excel and exceed. And I think sometimes we have a little bit more struggle than other women. So yeah.
Okay, so when you're not wearing Women's Touch, who are you wearing?
Well, okay, I do shop at, bigger stores sometimes, like, Zara.
Yeah.
But I always make it a mission to look for women-owned brands, because it's hard having all these, having a brand and, people don't support you. And so I think it's important to invest in these smaller brands, because then Zara and Forever 21 is going to kill us, because they're charging $10 for a crop top, and smaller brands are not able to succeed because no one's investing in that.
So one thing that I love about your clothes is I can fit them. So what kind of empowers you? Because I know there are some women who may be on the thicker size, and you don't even use like sizes.
No.
Right. Her sizes are not sizes.
Yeah.
They're
So essential
So,
for small, mesmerizing for medium, luscious for large, extravagant for extra large, extra extravagant, extra. To like, oh girl, give me a large. So now it's like, give me a luscious.
And then I think one thing that stands out to me the most about you is like you're such a giver. So like I know that you mentor like a lot of women. You also offer services for free of charge to up and coming like entrepreneurs. So tell us about like why you are kind of allocating like this time to, because you're a communication manager, so you know brand, you know PR.
Yeah.
So what is that all about?
Yeah. Well, I have a lot of knowledge in marketing and business, so I like to help entrepreneurs, women who are just starting, do it correctly, because I wish I had somebody to help me do it correctly. So every quarter I dedicate 10 hours to help 10 women for 1 hour on how to start their business, because I do marketing consulting and I have clients that I work for and help them push their brands. So I only help brands that are starting in their 1 to 3 year mark to help them excel.
And then I think my last question would kind of be like, what is like the secret thing that you want to tell like struggling designers who are on the rise and frustrated with like breaking into the fashion industry and like kind of frustrated with the industry standards?
Yeah.
Like what would be that like that secret nugget that you would give to them?
If you don't like something, fix it or create it. I didn't like that New York and LA was charging that much, so I did my own thing.
I didn't like that Phoenix didn't have any place for Black women, so we created.
Yeah. That's what I said.
She'll be around, like we said. She has an amazing sample sale going on for us, and this is one of her raffle items. You saw me walking around with it, so make sure that you're purchasing raffle tickets so that we can honor our entrepreneur and our nonprofit. And thank you so much for taking this time to participate in our Q&A. Keep brunching, keep drinking, and the DJ's gonna keep playing. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry. My director keeps me in charge. Do you ladies have any questions? Because I just went through that like really quick. Are there any questions that you want to ask Jenesis? She's created so many things out here. Yes. Go ahead.
I love that dress. Is that one of your designs?
No.
I'm gonna tell the tea.
But this is Zara, and Zara's having a sale, and all the dresses are $12.99 at Scottsdale Fashion Square.
Okay, and it's Angela, right?
Yes.
Yes, Angela. What is your question?
My question is, do you make bespoke pieces, or do you bespoke? Do you make them tailor-made to the woman?
So what's cool about Women's Touch is I have vintage. So vintage is basically, I have a lot of stylists that are all over the country that send me like thrifted things from different vintage stores all around the nation. And then I'll either cut it, fix it, and print over it. So it's one of a kind, so you never have to like go into a store and see another girl wearing the same thing you have. So that's vintage. And then I have basic, and so basic is tailored, so I will make, if I don't have your size, I'll make it, no matter what.
And also if you don't have a saying, she'll put it on there.
If if you have something that like, oh, I want to like be confident, I will make it happen. So yeah. And then I also have swim, which I just started, and it's custom. And basically, I felt like, you know, when you wear swimwear, you really need confidence boost. So I just made sure that like I have a lot of cool things that say whole lot of woman. So all kinds of cool things. Yeah.
Any other questions, ladies? Yes, and say your name really well.
Hi, I'm Nicole.
Nicole.
How can we get in contact with you for like the consultations or purchase merchandise?
Oh. Okay, well when I do the consultations, you have to follow me on social media, and I like to give you all the information on how to do it. So I do it once a quarter, and then, yeah, so follow me on social media at Love Jenesis, and then when you see me post about it,
Hurry up.
do it.
And that's Jenesis. So Love Jenesis.
Yeah. Like the Bible, but with a J.
Jenesis. Any more questions?
she's got a question back there.
Mia? Oh, behind me.
Wow, you got it.
Tiffany.
Hi. Quick question regarding your consulting experience for small business owners. What is maybe like the top thing that typically the business owners are maybe doing wrong or they have the wrong perspective on?
Well, okay. The top one would be their logo. It doesn't like represent their business very well whatsoever. They'll have Instagram, but they don't have Facebook or Twitter. They don't have a business plan, and so that's one thing that like frustrates me is like, how do you start a business and not have a business plan? You have to plan it out, and you know, even if it's on a notebook, you just that's your business plan. Doesn't matter what it is, but plan what you want to do. I think that's the biggest fail.
Thanks.
Yeah.